Hi and welcome everyone, this is the Hobo Prepper. Hopefully I get better signal here in Piedmont than I did in Heflin. So I hope you guys liked that Heflin video. Long Zong, you made a good observation there. I was kind of picking that up as time went along, but you know, it seems like a lot within the hiker community, they want to be nice to the hikers because they see it as money. They don't really see it as a human being. It's a transactional thing, and it's something that I'm noticing and have been noticing for some time. Because I mean, you've got hikers. Some of them, you know, they have a lot of money. Some of them don't have money at all. And when you start, when you go out on trail, I mean, you're kind of. It doesn't take a lot of money to go out on trail as long as you've got money for food, but you can get food stamps. I mean, that's not hard. So as long as, you know, you don't have any vices like cigarettes or alcohol or anything else like that, and you decide you want to go out and you want to go out and do your hiking, you can go do that. It's something that is, okay, so it's that and if you need expensive, I mean, tent, a water filter, a cooking kit, and you know, just a sleeping bag. Again, you know, you don't really need a lot to be able to go out and to do the hiking. You know, you can do it with very minimal stuff. I mean, the more stuff that you bring, it's about conveniences. But at the end of the day, you don't really need a lot of stuff in order to be a hiker. And so you can do it on a shoestring budget. So if you're in the lower echelons of society and you're just like, well, you know what, I want to go do something fun, I'm in between jobs or whatever it may be, you can go out and you can do that. But so many businesses have come to the point where they are so dependent on the hiker community that it almost seems like where if you're not bringing money, if you don't have money to throw at it, it's just like they'll be nice to you, but they'll be nice to you kind of like Christians are nice to you, only as long as you fit their narrative and kind of go along with them and what it is that they want. But the second you decide or you tell them, well, I'm not a Christian or whatever, then they tend to they tend to you know, turn the tables on you and start becoming assholes. So hey, so it looks like I got somebody in here. Go ahead and say hi in chat so I can make sure that chat is working. So it looks like I've got good signal today, and we're just waiting on chat and to make sure that works. If it is if it's not working, I'll know here in a few minutes. Oh damn, well, it looks like I lost the person that came in. So just to give you a little bit of an update of what's been going on, man, I am learning a lot as far as food goes. So, you know, at first when I left Heflin, you know, I kind of had that vortex. It's like I liked Heflin. It was a nice city. I mean, I had a place where I could sleep if I wanted to sleep. I had rides to where I needed to go if I needed a ride. And then I was able to, you know, I was able to relax. It wasn't, Heflin was kind of a nice city to be in if you're a hiker, because, you know, again, the city caters to you, but luckily I was able to spend some money there. I'm actually at an internet cafe right now. Actually, it's called Above the something. I'm actually at a cafe. So anyways, if any of you guys want to sponsor a cup of coffee for me or wake my happy ass up, that'd be nice. But you know, just once I left Heflin, it was like that vortex just kept coming in after me. You know, I did 7 miles on trail, 3 miles into Heflin, or excuse me, on the Heflin spur. It wasn't that bad, but it was unnecessary hills. And you know, I'm glad I didn't try and walk in there the first day, and I'm glad I was able to get a ride. I don't know. I feel like I am, not that I don't fit in. It's just that because I don't have the money that these people are looking for, and I'm not willing to just come in and become like some sort of platinum hiker, you know, with lots of money. Let me go burn through it and, you know, buy this and buy that and have all these creature comforts and all these amenities and stuff like that. Hey, say hi in chat so that I can see if if the chat is actually working or if it's still broken. So let me do this. Where is chat? Okay. Okay. Let me try again. Enter text. Hi. I don't know why chat isn't working. Both screens. Block layer. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now it's showing. All right. So, so I wanted to make sure that chat was working. It is what it is. But you know, it just let's see. I left Heflin. I did 7 miles the first day. Again, I wanted to kind of relax and take my time. I bought like 3 or 4 days worth of food. But the thing is here's something weird. Is when I do low miles in a day. So if I do like 10 to 15 miles in a day, what ends up happening is I tend to end up eating more because my appetite is there. You know, versus if I do 15 to 20, my appetite starts to go away. I don't eat as much. So the first day I did 10, which is 3 on the Heflin Spur and 7 to the first shelter, and then I realized how far behind I was, and that in a day and a half I ate like 3 or 4 days worth of food. So I had to hurry up and get to Piedmont. And so I did 21 miles yesterday, and I'm telling you, it really took a toll on me. So, and if you guys have questions, you know, go ahead and say something in the chat. So I think that one of the next things that I need to start really working on is food logistics. I got myself some stuff that's a little bit different this time, so that I could make sure that excuse me, that, you know, I can survive, because the next time I've got until Monday when my food stamps come back on again. So I've got about $6 or $7 left. And so I mean, I'm looking to just keep my money, you know, keep that $7 there in case I run out of food and I need to come in and buy a bag of rice and some oatmeal or whatever it may be. But yeah, I hadn't eaten in like 24 hours, and as soon as I got into town, I think I consumed like 1,500 calories in a matter of minutes. So now everything's back up on track there. I keep waiting for everybody to show up. I know it's kind of like midday on a Tuesday, but you know, it is what it is. So after doing the 20 miles, and then today I ran across a couple of hikers, and I was like, how do I get into Piedmont? And they're like, well, you can get a ride and stuff like that. And so I went to go get a ride, and I ended up getting a ride because the lady I ran into, she kept looking for me. Sorry guys, a long day yesterday really kind of again took out of me. And then now that I've actually eaten, because like I said, I hadn't eaten in like 24 hours. But I mean, keeping the water going and everything else like that, I really wish I had a haircut. A haircut is something that I could really use right about now. I mean, look at this. I'm turning into a shag, and it's getting to the point where now that the heat is up, it's actually starting to affect me. Who is in chat? I see I got one person here. It's probably Hobo Thomas, or Paranoid, or Longsdon, or maybe even Bushcraft Reloaded. You know, I'm kind of curious to see who's here or not. But I need to figure out what time to do my live streams. Could you guys tell me either in the comments or in chat? Just kind of let me know what's a good time during the day to be able to do to do a live stream. I mean, when are you available? Is it more in the late afternoon? Is it early afternoon? Is it early mornings? Stuff like that. Because on one hand, I really like being able to sit back and chat with you, but I can only do it when I'm in town and when I'm close to a good signal, and it's kind of hard to get close to a good signal unless I'm doing something like a road walk, which apparently there's only 40 miles worth of road walk here on the Pinhoti. So, and I'm gonna probably be skipping a little bit of the Pinhoti just because of where I'm gonna get dropped off at, because I really don't want to do Duggar Mountain. Duggar Mountain is gonna be something else. But I slept well last night. So one thing that I want to talk about is kind of like living on trail. You know, living on trail is a little bit different than hiking a trail. You know, and plus, you know, something that I think is going to be in the future on these trails. And I'm talking until somebody starts engaging me in chat, because that's the whole point of the live stream, is so that I can engage you guys in chat and have you know, the questions and answers and, you know, things like that. So I need to go change the title of this. I have been signing all the different logbooks that I come across, but you know, something I think will end up happening as as time goes along, as society degrades, as people can no longer afford to live in the cities, and the cities are running them out. So I've been talking to Donna, who was the old lady that I knew back in Gainesville, and she's telling me that the Grace Marketplace was sold. And now another place is running it, and they're running all the homeless off. So essentially they are running all the homeless out of Gainesville. What used to be considered the place to go if you needed actual help is no longer available as far as a place to be able to get actual help. Sorry about this, guys. It's just, you know, I you know, not eating and then finally eating and not sleeping well. You know, I kind of slept well, but I slept better the first day. Man, I slept like a king the first day. So I think that this is going to end up becoming something that is mainstream throughout society, especially here in America, as people are getting dispossessed, as people are losing the things that they have, whether it be, you know, because of the bank collapses, or whether it be because of the recession, or whether it be because of the green projects, or whether it be because of war or other calamities. What's going to end up happening is people are going to go out and start living in the woods. And I've been looking along these trails, and once you get north of let's see, I would say getting north of, was it Chehaw State Park? There are a lot of flatlands where you could have small little communities. I'm not talking about like, you know, 50 or 100 people. I'm talking about maybe 5 to 10, maybe 15 people, maybe like 2 or 3 families, and they could be along the trail, whether it be being there for logistics, to be able to offer, like, okay, they do their hunting, so you can stop through, get something to eat, you know, do some trading, whatever, and keep moving. Or you know, just people that just need a place to live. Sorry, guys. You know, whether it be people that just need a place to live. You know, I see that there is quite a bit of land there on these trails, and it's beautiful land there too. I mean, I will, if you are a Patreon subscriber, you will be able to see some of this trail video. I'm probably not going to be uploading as much trail footage as I have been. I want to save that for Patreon subscribers, because, you know, I want to be able to, you know, support myself and fund myself through my travels. I mean, I'm what is it, like 63 off of being monetized, and then I got to go through that whole rigmarole, and there's no guarantee that I'm going to get monetized. It just means I've met the requirements for it. But I think that this channel has made sure to keep its nose clean long enough to where it's not going to be an actual issue for me getting monetized. It's just a matter of getting the subscribers. But it doesn't really look like a lot of people are coming in today. If you would answer a couple of questions for me before I sign off, which is, I want to know when's the best time. Give me a day of the week and a time of day, like a best time of day, or it may be I can do any time after 5 o'clock. It may be Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my best days, because I know that there are some of you that really like the live stream, and we used to have really good interactions. But lately, because of the way I've been coming into these trail towns and doing it during the middle of the week, it kind of, I'm losing out on the people that were regularly coming out and doing this. Another thing is when I get to the when I get to the AT, I intend on creating more of a regular schedule. I'm going to start uploading and trying to keep my upload scheduled in like 2, maybe 3 videos a week. That way I can have the respite and the time to be able to do my topics and ponder my topics, and maybe even do whatever research I need to do on my topics. And I'm hoping that will play into the growth of the channel. Again, if you'd answer that question on best time, and also what is it that you like about live streams? What is it that brings you into live streams? That would be another question that I would like to know. Is it better if I come with a pre-prepared topic and I just start talking and do that, or do you like the live Q&A where we can interact back and forth? What is it that you actually look for as far as what brings you into a live stream? If you guys could answer those 2 questions for me, I'd appreciate it. If you are a subscriber, don't forget to hit that bell notification. If you're not a subscriber, I would like to invite you to become a subscriber. You can also help fund my trip, either by, if you plan on just coming out. So I'd say that under $250, you could get everything that you need to be able to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for, to whether it be bug out or just go on a trail and go hiking. So it looks like I got a few people coming in here, so it kind of oh wow, I got 4 now. Hey, does anybody have any questions? Anybody want to know anything like that? So because I was actually getting ready to wrap this up, because it's been almost dormant in here for about 20 minutes or so. If you are a subscriber, don't forget to hit that bell notification. If you're not a subscriber, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And so who's all in chat, if anybody would tell me? Let's see here. I got me on chat. It should be... Okay. Alright, well... Alright guys, so one thing that I was talking about before I was considering on wrapping up is that on these trails that there are plenty of places where small families or small groups of people can really set up camp and live out there in the woods. I mean, you have access to water, you have access to land, and you have access to privacy. So this is something that I see that is a possibility that could be happening here in the future. Especially as we get dispossessed. I gotta tell you, the trail is pretty and all. Such as chat viewer count will not be available due to the abnormal. What? Okay, so apparently, oh hey, either I'm really late or this is messed up. Yeah, it's about, I've been going at about 20 minutes, Paranoid. I did 21 miles yesterday, so that's one thing. So what did you guys pick up the same thing that that Long Song did? about the lady kind of, you know, having this get away from me body language, because I was kind of picking that up, but I was just trying to ignore it because she seemed to, you know, want to engage and interact. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. You know, I've been out for this is my third day, and essentially, I mean, I'm moving some distance, but in a way it's a 0 day, but I'm kind of moving along down trail. Last night I stood at the Chacaloco. Oh man, I'm telling you, I had to walk through the dark to make it there last night. I didn't show up there till 8:30. And I'm telling you, I'm glad I had a headlamp, but it was something else, I'm telling you. Walking in the dark in the forest is much harder than walking in the dark in a city, even if the city had no lights, because under that canopy it becomes much darker. So but anyways, you guys got any questions for me? Anything you want to know? Anything you want my opinion on as far as going out? And Paranoid, I did get your email. This is the first time I've had any signal in 3 days, so I don't know too much what I really don't know what sorry, I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired. Maybe because I haven't been eating right. One thing that I think is really important when you're bugging out, and whether it be you're on trail or you're doing a road walk, life is much easier because you have access to resources as you go through. I mean, about every 10 to 15 miles you're going to run across a gas station. You can stop and grab yourself something to eat. You can pig out if you want to, but when you're out on trail, if you eat all of your food like on the first day, you're fucked. You are totally screwed. And that seems to be something that that I'm having trouble with. And if anybody has any tips, now I did get some things. Let me kind of show you. Let's see here. So I still have my rice and my oatmeal. I got like 4 things of oatmeal and about 3/4 pound of rice. But one of the things that I got at the dollar store, these were $1. I don't have any margarine, which I don't really need anyways, but I got one of these. Actually, I think I got 2 of these, butter and garlic. Now this is going to give me carbs, but there's really not, unless I put package. Okay, it doesn't say that I need to. Well, maybe if I add chicken I'll add it. But I also got me some cream and mushroom soup, which this is one of the heaviest things that I got. And next to the beefaroni, this is something that I think is really good. So that is just my dinner plus so I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 days worth of dinner. Okay, so I've got 2 of these just as a stopgap. And then because I keep eating all of my granola bars, I got me an 18 pack. Okay, and I'm hoping that this 18 pack will at least last me about 4 or 5 days. So I'm hoping that all of this lasts me about 4 or 5 days, because I'm hoping that I can use it. The next time I want to stop into a city is when I start a road walk through Cave Springs. So either that, or I want to be able to do like 10 miles a day and be able to kind of like take my time at 10 to 15 miles a day and just take my time going through the trail, because I find that I like it more. I stop more, I take more breaks, I enjoy myself a little bit more, things like that. You know, I want to be able to have that level of freedom to not have to what's the word I'm looking for, to not have to rush. See, that's kind of what happened when I ate all my food all at once. I had to rush. This time I'm hoping I'm not gonna have to eat all of my food all at once. Well, I probably won't, but and plus the granola bars are kind of gonna suffice me and stuff like that. But that's just kind of what's been going on over the last few days. Being out on trail, it's not as eventful as you would think. Now, if you are a Patreon subscriber, you will get some videos of the trail. I'm going to be uploading a video here as soon as I close this down, there's not a lot going on. I could really use some help. All right, sorry, I tried to. I'm getting bombarded by one person. It's like one person has to send like one-worded text messages, and then like 15 of them in a row. I got to tell the lady to quit doing that. It's kind of it distracts. But anyways, I could really use some topics, some topics that you guys think I should cover that would be out here on the trail, because I'm not able to keep up on news. I'm not able to keep up on current events. I've got to save my battery as much as possible, and so either I take footage along the way and it's beautiful footage, or I take or I've got to what's the word I'm looking for, or I've just got to figure out topics. So if you guys could help me out with some topics that you think I should cover, that you think would be relevant for the situation in which I'm in, I could really use that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this up because it seems like I'm still having some technical issue. Yeah, okay. All right. So if you're a subscriber, don't forget to hit that bell notification. If you're not a subscriber, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you want to help fund my trip, you can leave a tip in the tip jar, which I could really use. And it buys the things that I can't use food stamps for. And or you could go through my affiliate links or become a Patreon subscriber. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next live stream. Don't forget to answer those questions for me so that I can bring you better content.